Okay, here we go. So we're going through Shepherd Maudsleigh Studios right now. Rebekah, give me a thumbs up that you can hear me. So this is the main central room with all of these incredible machines. And we're going to meet Liz Shepherd on the other side of this wall, where she'll speak to us about this. And there's, on the other side of this big wall here, there's a whole other section of studios. There she is. There's Liz over there. There's a big press here. Hello. So this is only a small section of this space, right? So this is Liz Shepherd.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, Liz.
Hi.
You're in front of this awesome blue. What is this?
This is an electric press.
Wow.
Yep.
Amazing.
We have 5 etching presses. You were asking me about our toys.
Yeah.
We have a significant investment in toys.
So Liz, tell us about the studio here. How many artists are in here and what are they mostly making?
We have, well, in COVID times, things are a little different. Pre-COVID, we had more people, but it's worked out because we don't want congestion. So in any one day, normally in a space this big, quite a big space, we generally don't have more than 3 or 4 people working. That isn't to say we couldn't have many more, but people love, one of the things that people love about our studio is it's never crowded. Keep talking. We like to make sure everybody has an adequate amount of room. People can spread out. Generally, they have a press all to themselves. They don't have to share a press, which is wonderful because you don't have to change the pressure from artist to artist. And if you're a printmaker, you know that that's a real luxury. But on a day like today, there's only 2 people working in this space. And of course, it's super quiet. We have rules about noise as well. So we don't allow any music to be played. Everybody's got earbuds on if they need to listen to something. So it's super quiet. People aren't inside of separate studios with doors. They're out in the open here. And we love that because there's a real interest in other people's work and a very supportive environment. So what I like to say about us is that we have all the bells and whistles. We have an etching acid tank. We have a plate cutter. We have 5 presses. We have a big silkscreen investment. But it's really about the community where people can talk to each other, share what they're doing, get some supportive feedback. And I think that's what people really love.
Did you mention while I ran away sort of the age range of artists in here?
Not yet.
Okay.
We like adults. We have adults.
You don't want little kids running around
We
in
don't
here.
have little kids. It's not a safe space really for little children. I have had tutorial students, high school students that I tutor one-on-one when their family feels like they need, that kind of enrichment. But I love teaching adults. They show up with a lot of enthusiasm, and they work really hard. Mm-hmm. And I specialize in working with people who have little experience, no experience, some experience they learned many, many years ago. And that's what I love. They love it so much.
Yeah.
It's great feedback.
Teaching somebody with no experience from scratch, that's rewarding.
That with printmaking, you could start off with silk screening with 0 experience.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that with dry point, Intelio. There's many things you can do with no experience.
Yeah.
Generally, people are very interested in knowing the maximum size capacity of, like for instance, on a wood block on this brand press to my right, it's a very big block. You can do a block that is nearly as tall as me, like a 5 foot by 3 foot block, almost just under that. And I like putting wood blocks through a press. And when you go that big, hand rubbing a piece of paper on a block, it's
Take you how long?
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
So we have big brayers. You can roll up a big block, put it through the big press. You get a really nice print when you will go through a press.
Mm-hmm.
It's a special thing. I like working big. A lot of people work smaller. It doesn't really matter.
The space is amazing.
A lot of wonderful light.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of maybe a North Bennett space.
And we have many spaces here. We have small spaces so people can work pretty much alone in a small space.
Mm-hmm.
And in this very big space, our silkscreen space where you were sitting before, we have 5 tables, and I can print, I can teach silkscreen workshops in there for 10 or 12 people, but generally there are 2 people, 3 people working in there at a time, and they love that, being able to stretch out. Lots of room.
Did you mention this when I ran away about workshops that you have here?
Yeah, pre-COVID, we had a full roster of all sorts of classes in mono printing, and woodblock printing, silkscreen print, all sorts of things. Now we run sort of a bare bones thing. We try to keep our numbers very small. We always have small workshops because we really do a lot of one-on-one. So our biggest workshop might be 8 people anyway, even post-COVID or even pre-COVID.
What was the one you just had yesterday?
We had a beautiful bookbinding class. It was 2 full days with Peter Madden, who is a celebrated book artist. And he came in as a guest artist. And that's one of the things that we specialize in. We'll have guest teachers come in. We happen to be connected to the printmaking world in Boston. And we have tons of friends who are really gifted teachers, and they'll come in for, guest spots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to swoop over here and show some of Rebekah Lord Gardiner's work, who's a graduate of our bookbinding program.
Yes, important to note that I am talking to you now, but really it's the 2 of us who run this.
Yes. And Liz, you'll see Liz's work behind me when I get back to my computer. I'm going to just swoop through here and then I'll meet you back for Q&A.
Great.
Thank you. So anyone with questions for Liz or Susie or Keith or Rebekah, I'm going to open up for Q&A momentarily, but here's some of Rebekah Lord Gardiner's work. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a big screen right there.